So last week I made a video, and in that video I talked about how to make money online without showing your face, and one of the ideas I mentioned in there was to have an Instagram theme page. I got a few questions about the Instagram theme page idea, so I just thought I would clarify all those questions and give like the details and the specifics of the things that you need to do in order to make money with this idea. So in last week's video I actually explained the theory behind why this idea works, so I would suggest you watch that video first and then come back to this one. So in this video I'm going to help you with how to pick a niche, exactly what to post, when to post, what hashtags to use, how to actually make money and like get paid for this page of yours. So if you're interested in all of those things, then keep watching and stick around, because at the end I give what the most profitable niches are for growing an Instagram theme page. The very first thing you need to do is obviously pick a theme. It is called a theme page after all. Now you can call it a theme or a niche that you need to pick. The thing is, it's going to take you a while before you grow and able to monetize this thing. So, you need to pick a topic that you like and that interests you, because you're going to be posting on this page quite a lot. And if you just pick a random thing, then you're going to lose interest in it. So my biggest suggestion for picking a niche is choosing something that you're actually interested in. But like I said, at the end of this video, I do give away what some of the best ideas are and the most profitable niches are. So yeah, the very first thing you need to do is pick a niche, preferably a niche that you actually like and are interested in, because you're going to be able to do this for much longer, and that is going to just be a win in the long term. The next thing that you need to do is find 5 to 10 big accounts in that niche. Now look, if there is no one else doing this theme that you're doing, the chances might mean that it's not really that interesting of an idea, or not that many people are interested in that idea. Don't worry if you pick a niche that you think is saturated, okay? That saturation, in my opinion, in business is always a good idea, because it does show you that there is a lot of interest. But you do need to work a little bit harder to stand out, but you already at least have a proven strategy that tons and tons of people are interested in this idea. So don't be turned off by saturation, but just know that you are going to have to find a way to stick out, be more exceptional, and just be more interesting, and that is what this video is going to help you with. So once you've picked a niche, right, so you need to come up with a really catchy and clever name. Try to keep it short. Don't have underscores in the name, right? You can put a dot but not an underscore. So choose a really cool name, short name, one word if possible, 1 or 2 words maximum. So after choosing a name, you need to have a nice profile photo for your profile. So you can use Canva to come up with a logo or just a cool graphic that will represent your page. So this has to look like a business or a real page, or just something really interesting. Don't make it look random by having a random profile picture. It needs to look like a brand and just look very nice. Then you're going to have a really catchy and interesting bio. And in your bio, a cool trick that I've learned is you want to use emojis in your bio. So now you've got your name, you've got your profile picture, and you've got a really interesting bio. What these 3 things are going to do is help people who come across your page to follow, because they need to know what exactly it is that they're following. And so if they find your post wherever on Instagram and they visit your page, they need to be told in the first few seconds why they should follow this account, and that is what your bio is going to do for you. That's why you need to spend some time and make it really good. Then you find 5 to 10 popular accounts in your niche, and what you're going to do is you're going to scroll through and see what posts are really doing well on their page. When you scroll through their Instagram, you're going to be able to see which posts have the most engagement, so most comments, most likes, and those are the posts that are doing the best on their channel, and those are the pictures that you want to take and use on your page, giving the original page credit by tagging them, writing in the caption where you got the picture from. And yeah, so remember, the page that we're creating is a compilations page, and so you're going to compile the content from different places. So yeah, one of the tricks to use is find the posts that are doing well on their page, because the likelihood that they'll do well on your page is high. Okay. Then you want to create hashtag groups. So most people use hashtags incorrectly. They use the same hashtag in every single picture, and that's not really the best strategy. So what you want to do is create 3 to 5 groups optimally of different hashtags, and mix up the hashtags that you use in each group. So then what you will do in each post, you will then just choose a hashtag group that relates to that post. One way that you can find out which hashtags to use, like you said, you look at the big accounts and what hashtags they're using, and you just use the same hashtags or a variation of those hashtags. Also, if your account is relatively small, like let's say you still have less than 10,000 followers on your Instagram account, don't go after hashtags that have really big reach. So if the hashtag has more than 1 million pictures, don't go after that hashtag. Try to go for maybe 100,000 or less when you're choosing your hashtags. And that will give you a much greater chance of standing out under that hashtags. So look, it's very tempting to use a very popular hashtag like hashtag entrepreneurship, but your post is just going to get lost. And oh, I forgot to tell you one thing. So what's going to happen when your account is still new, right? And it has very few followers, like less than 100. Instagram isn't going to rank it that highly because you will have very low engagement. So you need to focus on getting engagement in your post. That's why you don't want to do things like buying followers or using bots or that kind of activity, because then your post won't actually have any engagement and this will hurt you in the long run. So you'd rather have 10 followers, but 5 of them are actively engaging, commenting and liking on your post, and that will really, really help you. So the main way to get engagement is if people are going to be sharing your posts to their stories. So either they're saving it and for future use, or they're sending it and DMing it to a friend, that's really high engagement, or they're sharing it on their stories, which will get your account in front of a lot of people. So this kind of engagement is what's going to make it more possible for you to end up in the trending page of this hashtag. So that is what you want to keep in mind and aim for when you are growing an Instagram page. And look, some of the best Instagram gurus recommend that you need to post 3 to 5 times a day on this account to get it growing, to get momentum. So this is what you're going to need to be doing. Minimum is once a day. Like if you're just posting once a day, that's the absolute minimum, but it is recommended that you post 3 to 5 times a day. So you're going to need lots and lots of content. So yeah, that's just the reality of the situation when you're growing such theme pages. And don't worry that you're showing your followers too many posts. Don't even worry about that, because the main aim of this is to grow your account. So don't even be concerned that you'll be posting too much. There's no such thing. Each post on Instagram only lasts a couple of hours anyway, and Instagram hardly even shows all your followers the post, and people also log on to Instagram at different times of the day. So you want to be posting multiple times, not at the same time. Don't post everything all at the same time. You need to space out your posts. So maybe you post at 9 and then at 12 and then at 2, space it out, because there's nothing more annoying than logging on and it's just a feed. Like, don't do that. Space it out throughout the day, and in that way you'll make sure that you catch those people that log onto Instagram at different times of the day. One thing you can do, if you're a little bit impatient and you have a little bit of extra cash, you can actually buy shout-outs from other pages. This is not the same as buying followers and using bots to grow your account. This is a genuine shout-out where someone who's grown a page, and this is what you're going to do in the future, is allowing other people to advertise their stuff. This is what you're aiming to do. So there's nothing wrong with doing this. And what you want to do is actually, you can buy a shout out from a page similar to yours. So for example, if you have an entrepreneurship page, you can buy a shout out from another entrepreneurship page. And the great thing with that is those people are already interested in the same content. Ugh. My God, I'm so tired. Okay, those people are already interested in that content, so the chances of them following you are really high. But if you don't want to pay, okay, this is what you're going to do. You are going to use the follow-unfollow method. This is really popular, and I will tell you how to do it the right way, okay? So you don't want to abuse this. You don't want to act like a robot and overdo it, because then Instagram will shadow ban your account. You need to just do this a little bit at a time. You really can use this method, and it's very popular. Most theme pages start off this way because it's really hard to get that first 100 followers, and you need those first 100 followers because they're the ones that are going to engage on your post, and with that engagement, that is what's going to grow your account. I hope that makes sense, guys. I hope you're still with me. So yes, remember, let's do this. Let me explain how you're going to use the follow-unfollow method correctly on Instagram. What you're going to do, right, is, let me just use an entrepreneurship page as an example. So you create a page about entrepreneurship. Maybe you make entrepreneurship quotes for women, right? It's just aimed at women, maybe even black women. Black women quotes entrepreneurship. Then you're going to find pages that are similar to yours, maybe just in entrepreneurship or female entrepreneurship, and you're going to turn on the post notifications for that page. So whenever they post, right, there's going to be people who like those posts. So you're going to immediately go, and all the people who like the post, these are people that are actively engaging on Instagram and they're online at this time. You're going to follow a bunch of them, and you're going to do this multiple times throughout the day. Now, if your content is similar to the content that they're liking, the chances of them following you, especially if you have a good bio, good pics, are high because they're already interested in this content. So why would they not follow you as well? So that is how you use the correct method. And then over time, what you can do is then unfollow the accounts that don't follow you back, or just unfollow a bunch of them. It doesn't even matter. Don't even worry about that. But yeah, you want to make sure that the ratio of people who follow you is higher than the other way. So remember, because this isn't a personal page, you don't need to follow these people. You're just following them for like a week or so that they follow you back, and then after a while you can unfollow them and move on with your life. If your page is creating interesting, valuable and engaging content, don't worry about not following these people back. It's not even a big deal. Okay, so that's how to use the follow unfollow method correctly, and you can do that to get your first couple thousand followers, and then after that your page will start to grow all by itself when people comment and engage on your posts. The way you need to get people to be commenting and liking your posts, so that's why people write captions like type yes if you agree, right? I'm sure you've come across that on your Instagram. You've seen people asking their followers questions, and when you ask them questions, most people are likely to answer. Try to make it something simple like type yes if you agree, or put a 1 if you're this type of person, and that creates those comments. And when people engage, this is what happens. When people engage with your content, right, there's a hashtag that you have in there. So what that does is now it boosts your ranking of that hashtag, and then other people can find you and follow your page. So that is why comments, shares, saves are very important. So you need to write captions that get people to either comment, save it, share it with a friend, whatever, or share it on their story. So you need to write captions that encourage people to do this. We need to be told what to do. So just choose one call to action, right? Choose either they must like, or they must share, or they must comment. Choose one thing that you want them to do, and in your different posts you can have them do various different things. This is turning out to be some sort of Instagram masterclass. And you know what, guys? You can actually use all these tips to grow your own personal page. It's just that it's 1,000 times easier to grow a theme page because you're creating content that people are interested in, and so it's easier for them to follow. But you can use these same growth tips for your own personal pages. That's just a quick ad break for this video because it seems like it's going for quite long. But let's keep going, right? There's still more value that I'm going to add, and I'm still going to tell you which are the most profitable niches to go after. So let's just keep going. So yes, growing, you can pay for shout outs, you can use the follow and unfollow method. Oh, also comment, right? Oh, how can I forget this? Remember I said you're going to put post notifications on for the big accounts, and you're also going to follow the people who like the thing. You also want to leave a very good comment, like a couple of lines, like maybe a paragraph. If it's a big account, you want to leave a comment, because if you leave a really interesting comment, then people are going to see that, and they're going to really very highly likely that they will click on your profile, and if they like what they see when they visit your page, they will follow you too. So a couple of times a day, find some accounts, leave an engaging comment, and more people will find you that way as well. So those are there's free methods and there's paid methods. You can use a combination of both to grow. You can also use micro and nano influencers to grow your page. Reach out to a couple that are posting in content similar to what you're posting. Ask them, how much do you charge for a shout out? Don't buy a permanent post, so you can ask them for 24-hour story post. How much do they charge? The rate for stories is usually much lower than them posting you on their feed. Or you could ask them, how much does it cost if you post me on your feed for 2 hours and delete the post? They'll tell you how much they charge. And those are the different ways you can negotiate to get nano or micro influencers. So people with less than 1,000 or less than 10,000, how you can get them to promote your content for a really cheap fee. Says, as you can tell, this is going to be a very intensive process. You're going to spend a lot of time creating. You're not creating content from scratch. You're just finding content that's working on other pages and posting it on your page, but you are going to be putting in a lot of time and effort in growing this page. So I really would highly recommend you do it in a topic that you're interested in. So before I talk about the most profitable niches, the big question is, how do you actually make money from this? Once you have about 5,000 followers, I think that's like the minimum that you need to start generating revenue from this. You can either put it in your bio of DM me for a shout out, or you can reach out to people in your niche and just send them a DM of, hey, would you like to advertise on my page? This is my engagement. This is my, you give them information about how many followers you have, what kind of engagement you have, and what they will gain from advertising on your page. You just reach out to people and you tell them this. You can email brands, you can DM or email influencers and offer them to advertise on your page. If you reach out to about 100 people and 10 of them get back to you, you're on your way. So yes, this is going to take time and effort, but as you get more and more followers, it actually becomes easier and easier, and people will actually reach out to you. Remember earlier on I said that you can DM bigger accounts to grow your account. Well, then you become one of those, and people use it in their strategy to grow. So what you want to do is actually find a topic that actually has people spending money on advertising in this niche or topic, and that makes it that much easier to advertise on the page. So now I'm finally going to tell you guys what are the most profitable niches to start an Instagram theme page in case you're not sure. But remember, like I said, it is easier to grow a page in a topic you're already interested in. But yes, you also need to know, where are people spending money? What are the most profitable ones to go after? I made a list here, so I'm just going to read from the list. So beauty is profitable, travel pages, entrepreneurship/business, fashion, health and fitness, very popular, very profitable, parenting, food, and pets. Who would have thought? So remember what I said in the first video is that what's great about this theme page idea is that it is not location or geography specific. So one way to make money from an Instagram theme page is to offer shout outs and work with brands, but another way is to promote other people's products and make profit from that by being an affiliate. So you can actually find online courses and online products that you advertise on your page, and you actually make a commission from selling that, so that when people use your link, you actually make profit from this. So that is what some people do to monetize their theme page, is they become an affiliate for other products and they make a commission from those sales. Another way is to make your own products, right? So some people make t-shirts and they sell them on their page, or they just make merchandise, or they make their own ebook or whatever. They actually sell their own products because you have an audience too that you can sell. And I think it works really, really well if you have an international audience and you sell an online product, because that you can deliver very easily. So I don't want you guys to narrow your thinking into South Africa only. You need to think broader geographies, and that if you have an audience that's primarily US or UK, you can actually sell products because they have a huge buying power. So it is tempting to make a page aimed at South Africans only, but we're not that great at buying online products, online courses, whereas people in the US and the UK are very used to buying things online. You can have a t-shirt shop, you can sell whatever you want to sell. So let's say if you make a page based on beauty stuff and you decide you want to make your own lip glosses, you can set up a whole store on selling lip glosses, and you have an international audience to do this, and you do what's called drop shipping. So that's another way to make money from this. My final tip for you guys is, if you're seriously thinking about doing this, this is a great opportunity, but it is going to require time. It doesn't always require money, because like in this video, I did give you ideas of how to grow without spending any money and without, purchasing bots and followers. You can do this organically. Another thing that you can do and should do is follow other people who post about how to grow an account on Instagram, so that you always stay relevant with what is the best practices to follow when growing an Instagram account in 2020. So you can follow other Instagram accounts. I will put my favorite in the description, and also other YouTube channels who talk about growing on Instagram. This is a very popular topic on YouTube, and people are constantly posting about how to grow on Instagram. So you want to also follow those and apply them to your theme pages. And like I said, if you want to grow your own personal Instagram page, you can do that as well, right? Another advice is, don't try to do too many of these at the same time. Just start with one and grow one, and put all your time and energy into growing one, and then as time goes by, you can add more and have as many as you want. One last tip for those of you who decided to stay to the end of this video: one comment. I'm running out of fruits. Comment. What is the fruit that I like? Apple. I don't know if I've had apple, but if you're at this point, watch apple, and then I'm going to give you one more tip. What you can do, if you have a friend or two who are interested in doing this idea as well, each of you can grow one page, and then you guys can actually advertise on each other's pages. This is called cross-marketing, where you both people get to grow. So that is another tip that you can do, is find other people who are growing theme pages and do what is called cross-marketing as well. If you guys want, I can actually set up a Facebook group where all of us who are interested in growing on Instagram, whether it's a theme page or a personal page, we get together on a Facebook group and we discuss what we're doing, what we're growing, and tips and tricks for each other, and maybe even follow each other to help with that growth. So if you guys are interested in that, let me know in the comments if I should set up this Facebook group, and then I will do that. And yeah, so one comment apple, let me know if you're interested in that Facebook group. And I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. This video was based on questions that I got, so if you have any questions, please feel free to ask, and I will do my best to answer them and help you guys as much as I can. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day. Mwah.